Okay, let's address the elephant in the room, which is the yo-yo problem. One of the things we see far too often from new clients is this tendency, or this history rather, of starting a diet, saying, from Monday something's going to change. From Monday, I'm no longer going to eat X, Y, Z. And inevitably, at some point in time, usually a week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks later, you do end up doing those things, feel terrible about yourself, and then all of a sudden we're starting right back at square one all over again. So the thing with the yo-yo diet or the crash diet is it can be quite seductive. It's kind of like your ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend. Like you know better, but you're always kind of tempted. Because in the short term, yes, of course, doing anything like that that's super restrictive, it's probably going to lead to losing a little bit of weight. The problem is it never, never, never works in the long term. Okay. And I can say that confidently. Been doing this for 10 years or so. And I can count on zero fingers the amount of times I've seen an approach like that actually truly work for somebody to reach their end goal. Because if we think about things, the goal is not just to lose weight. The goal really is to lose weight, feel good about yourself, be happy, be healthy, be confident, be able to go in the wardrobe, pull out whatever you want, wear it without a second thought, and ultimately never have to start a diet all over again. So here's what I will always say, which is the fastest way to make progress is to not go backwards. And unfortunately, the yo-yo diet is the epitome of going backwards, right? So the sooner we can get off that roller coaster and start making true progress forward, the better. The real damaging part of the yo-yo problem is not just the fact that it doesn't really work, it's what it does to your motivation and your self-esteem. So it's incredibly frustrating to be repeatedly trying to do something and then never really getting there. Okay. And each time you fail, it definitely chips away at your self esteem and you start to think that it's your fault. Well, I'm here to tell you now that it's not your fault, it's the diet's fault. Diets generally don't work because people can't follow the diets. Okay. Now, we can blame the people, but if it's everybody that's unable to do it, which, spoiler alert, it is, then we need to look a little bit further and address the actual proposed solution or the diet in the first place. Okay, so as we go through this course, we're going to be talking a lot about how to avoid some of these common pitfalls and how to get out of that yo-yo, get out of that vicious cycle, start actually making permanent progress, which means we're not starting from square one, we're not feeling guilty when we eat, and we're definitely not starting all over again on Monday every 2 to 6 weeks.